waiting on Coach. Hi, everyone. Can y'all hear me okay? Great. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. I know it's late. We have head coach Jared Haas with us. He's going to provide an opening statement, and then we're going to do questions for him before we have Bryce and Zaire join us. So just be sure, if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand virtually, and our host will mute and unmute you accordingly. Wait till you see that you've been unmuted, and then go ahead and ask your question for Coach. So with that, Coach, if you'd like to give your opening statement.
All right, it's obviously a great way to start our season. It was our closed scrimmage. It was our exhibition game and our game that was canceled. It was certainly some signs of rust from being off a long time, but I think there were a lot more signs of reasons for optimism and excitement around the program. I think Alabama's a heck of a team, well coached, lots of talent, difficult to guard. For us, the transition defense piece was going to be really important. I thought we were good, maybe not great, but Alabama, it's hard to prepare for that just in practice. And so I thought we did a good job considering. I thought we did a nice job on the boards. And then offensively, turnovers were a problem. It's been a problem for a while, but I think our guys are continuing to learn to understand that part of it. But for us as a program, it's a fantastic win and a great way to start a season.
Great, thank you. All right, we'll now open the floor to questions. So once you've been unmuted, please go ahead and ask.
Need to unmute.
Coach, Zaire was obviously a very, very highly recruited player out of high school, but sometimes it's hard to expect how a freshman will perform in their opening game. What qualities of Zaire have you noticed in practice that have contributed to his success thus far? And what do you expect from him going forward?
Well, I certainly have high expectations. The transition, really at any level, from middle school to high school, or from obviously high school to college to the NBA, there's always challenges and the physicality of it and the whole bit. But Zaire is, game ready on day one. Certainly he knows that he can continue to improve, but he also comes in as a fantastic player. Expectation wise, we're going to continue to coach him hard, continue to try and put him in positions where he can be successful. And we need to continue to try and get the ball in his hands. But I do think it's nice because I think there's a lot of pieces around him that are awfully good as well. But I've talked a lot about his ability. I think his ability is off the charts, but I also know that his character and the kind of person he is, I think really is the foundation for how he's built his game.
Hey, Coach, it's Scott and John here back in California. Can you hear us?
I can. Thank you.
Excellent. Hey, good to get you on this way. So I know you talked all about Zaire, but the second half that Bryce turned in, I thought was remarkable. Your thoughts on him coming back after a slow first half and really carrying you guys for a stretch there in the second half?
Absolutely. It's funny. One message I gave the team a lot was, let's play really, really hard. Let's try and do the right thing and execute our simple game plan. But understand we're going to make mistakes. There's no way around it. I mean, we had over 200 days where we never touched a hardwood floor as a team, and our preseason was great. We got a lot of work done, but you never know how it's going to be the first time you get in front of the bright lights and putting the team out there together. So I was not surprised mistakes happened. Bryce, it was really funny. He kept in the first half almost apologizing to me. I said, relax, it's going to happen. Just keep playing hard. But he really took ownership of his play. And in the second half, I thought turned in a really good performance.
Hey, Jared, it's Aaron Beard with the AP. Good to see you again. Your thoughts about connecting with Roy again? I mean, I know it's happened before, but here you go again. And what's the emotions like for this? I haven't put a lot of thought into that yet because we have done it before. And it'll be a similar type deal that when we tip it up, it's just play as hard as we can. I'll lose myself in the game and really focus on our team. But having said that, the quote "lose yourself in the game" comes from Coach Williams. So much of what I've done and the opportunities I've had are because of him. So many of the things I do now as a head coach are because of him. It's not easy, maybe not possible to express my gratitude towards him, but also just what I think of him as a person in our relationship. So, I was certainly cheering for them because I never will ever cheer against Coach Williams. But I also know that it's not my ideal situation to have to play against them either. But once we tip it up, we understand it's a great opportunity for us. We're playing against a great team, a great coach, great players, and that's the way we'll treat it.
Great. I think we'll do one more question.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
RJ from the Bootleg.
Hi, RJ.
I'm just curious, I know turnovers aside, how close was this to the vision that you have for this team? And how important was it for it to look as close to that vision as it did in the first time out?
I don't know. The vision's an ongoing thing. This is not a destination we're going for. This is a understanding we're just going to keep growing. My vision's a lot bigger and greater than just tonight, but I love the step forward. I thought last year was a step forward for our program.
All right, so you got to hear a good chunk of Coach Hass's post-game news conference, which is a nice touch here. We're doing what we can.
Sorry. But I think the plan is to continue to grow the program. This was it's a fantastic win. It's a major step in the right direction, and I think it helps us build confidence. But I think the vision for the program has many more pieces to it. But this was a great start, and I think it does show that we're building the program in the right way.
And then could you just dig into a little bit the work on the boards tonight? I think they only had 5 offensive rebounds the whole game, and I know that was a priority coming in.
It certainly was. And to be honest with you, in practice, we tend to get back a lot more than go to the offensive board. So I was really concerned about that because
We haven't worked on it every day in practice because, the other team we're playing against ourselves, we're not always going to the boards. So we emphasized it. We did work on it, approaching this game. But I was very, very pleased with the way we swarmed the boards and had, some guards got some good numbers on the boards too. And we need that. We need a group gang rebounding kind of mentality.
Great. Thank you
I
so
think
much.
I'm done. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your time. All right, we'll now welcome Zaire Williams and Bryce Wills to the media room.
I'll say good things about me now that you're here.
Hi. I'm gonna say everything bad I can. I'll make you look good. This what we're working with? Oh, I knew I had 6. That's way too many, bro. I had a lot of turnovers too.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. What's going on, everybody?
So again, once you come off mute, please ask your questions to either Bryce or Zaire here, and then we'll keep rolling.
All right, Bryce, good to see you again this year, Mike Roberson. How much did you have to work on, I guess you could say, off season to improve this year with Ty going off into the pros? How important is it for you to run point at some point?
I wouldn't say it's important for me to run point at all, other than it's just to do my job on the team, and that's to be a leader and make sure everything is on point. I think we have a very versatile team that can have almost 3 point guards out there at the same time. So it's not as much as me playing point guard as much as it's keeping everybody on the same page.
Hey, this is Aaron Beard with the Associated Press. This is for Zaire. I'm just curious your feeling of getting to play a college game for the first time, being experienced at this level, or getting the experience to this level. And I'm, how much you think you may have lost in the off season in terms of you didn't have an exhibition, the altered off season, how that sort of affects you starting out here.
Oh man, it was super fun being out there. I haven't played in so long. I love the game. I was just super happy to be with my guys. They've been leading me all summer or fall, I would sort of say. But I mean, even though we didn't have an exhibition game, no one else really had. So we were prepared for whoever came up with us. And I'm glad we got to finish off with the win. And we're off to the next one. Got to lock in for North Carolina tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my boy look ready too. He came on fire in the first half.
Turnovers though. I had 4 early ones, just trying to get adjusted to the physicality and the pace of the game. But I mean, it's definitely an area to improve, but I'll be all right.
Hey guys, this is RJ Badia from the Bootleg. First for Bryce, just what were your thoughts on Zaire's performance out there for a first-time college player?
To be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. Like I saw it. He puts the work in. The dude he's just ready. He's here. And I'm glad we have him. I was tired of all of the doubts and saying that we lost Ty. And Ty's a great player, but we have built a program, and it's important to understand that just because we lost a couple of players from last year doesn't mean we can't come back stronger. And he proved that, and the rest of the team proved that tonight.
And then, Zaire, can you just talk about the defense tonight? How you felt as a team and how you felt guarding college players?
Well, this is the best defensive team by far I've ever been on. I was just telling Bryce last night, like, it's just so fun playing defense. Like, it's stop after stop, like, I've never really, enjoyed, having fun, being super excited on the defensive end. We're super just disciplined. We listen to coach's plan, and he prepared us well. So we have to go over scout for tomorrow and do the same thing.
Great. Okay, thanks for your time, guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You guys have a good one.
Here, Bob, and here, Coach.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, guys. Do you have a picture on? Okay, mine's on right now, so. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Statement.
Good one. Yeah, obviously disappointing first game here at Maui Classic. I thought they played harder than we did. That's on us to get our guys to come out, play better. You know, they out-rebounded us by 16, which does not bode well. We let them shoot. You know, they shot 53% from three versus our 24%. They got better shots than we did. You know, and they're a good team, but we got to play better than that. I mean, we got to bring more effort at the beginning of the game. I thought, you know, we were in the game for the first 16 minutes. They closed the first half on a run. And I didn't think we had a bad lineup in at the end of the first half. We came out in the second half, cut it to 7, and then right after that, under 16 media timeout, you know, I went from 7 to 12 within about 30 seconds, it felt like, and we just never got it back. So you know, really disappointed with our play. We got to come back, try to salvage this thing, play a lot better tomorrow night, and see if we can't figure out some guys that are going to mesh, play a little bit better together, and rebound the basketball. I mean, to me, the most disappointing thing is our rebounding. I mean, this is not a team that prides themselves on rebounding in Stanford a whole lot. You know, they don't really crash. They get back on defense. It's what they choose to do. They take away your transition. They had more offensive boards than we did, and they shot 53%, you know, 52% from the field. We shot 36%. So we had way more offensive rebounds to get, and they still out-rebounded us on the offensive end. So effort was not where it needed to be tonight, and it's on the coaching staff as much as it is the kids, and we got to get it fixed.
Well, if you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll go ahead and choose in the order they're taken. We'll start with Michael Casagrande first. Hang on, Michael.
Can you hear me?
Yep, good. You're good.
Yeah, Nate, what do you think was behind that level, the intensity level? Was it just coming out flat? What was the motivation level for tonight?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I didn't think we had great practices after Jacksonville State. I don't know if we were happy with the win against Jacksonville State and thought stuff was just going to happen. But, you know, I think you play as you practice. We tried to warn them in the practices and wasn't where it needed to be. But, shoot, we don't have any practices before the next game. They're just going to have to decide how bad they want to start winning games or not in the next 22 hours here.
The next question will be Tony Tsoukalas.
Yeah, Coach. Obviously, two back-to-back slow starts from three. Is that just some preseason rust or early season rust, or how do you explain that?
You know, I don't know. I was hoping we'd shoot a lot better this game. I think sometimes our shot selection hasn't been great, to be honest with you, though. I think we got some guys forcing some contested ones up, trying to make something happen instead of just playing how we need to play. I don't think, you know, we missed some open ones, which, you know, it's gonna happen. But, you know, to be out, I mean, they doubled us up. They're 53%, we were 24%. So it's hard to win games when you rely on a lot of 3-point shooting and you're not making shots. So we got to get better shots, and we got to have some guys start to knock some shots down.
Next question will be Aaron Beer with the Associated Press.
Hey, Nate. We crossed paths last year at the Bahamas at the Atlantis tournament, so good to see you again. I was curious what your thoughts were on Zaire Williams. He hadn't played a college game before tonight, but obviously everyone had seen footage of him as a recruit. What did you sort of prepare for him? What did you see from him as an opponent?
Yeah, I mean, we knew he was really skilled. I didn't know he was going to shoot it as well as he did. You know, he hit those 3 threes. You know, if he's shooting the ball like he shot it tonight. I mean, he's going to be a handful. I thought we had a good matchup for him, to be honest with you, with Herb, because I think Herb's one of the better defenders. Him picking up early foul trouble probably didn't help, but shoot, I mean, Zaire's good. I mean, you can tell why everybody's projecting him to be top 5 pick after you see him live. I mean, he's smooth, he's long, he shoots it well, he gets by, he gets to the rim. I mean, what do you end up with? 19. He was their leading rebounder with 8 rebounds too. He had 19 points and 8 rebounds, and shot 60% from 3 and over 50% from the field. He turned it over a little bit, probably too much, but for a freshman's first game, you couldn't probably ask for much better on their end.
Next question will be Tyler Martin. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, Nate, how much do you think was, I know you mentioned the effort, the intensity, but how much do you think is his credit to just figuring out, hey, the best 5 on the court, the guys, so many newcomers meshing them together? How much is it credited to, trying to figure that out as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of got 9 guys heavy in the rotation right now. We obviously haven't figured out the right guys based on this game, so we're going to have to figure it out. I mean, maybe some guys that are playing more minutes are going to have to get less and flip some minutes around, but we're not going to keep coming out with an effort like we gave tonight. I can guarantee you that. So we're going to have to figure this thing out a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, anytime, we only have 4 guys returning, so we've got to, usually you've got an exhibition and a scrimmage, or 2 scrimmages or 2 exhibitions. So this is our second game, and not to make an excuse because Stanford hasn't played anything yet. So they, this is their first game. At least we had one under our belt. But I as a coach, I obviously haven't done a great job figuring the rotation out very well right now because we wasn't very good tonight.
All right, we'll close it out with Steve Moulton.
Coach, you mentioned the rebounding being an issue tonight. Was that more of an effort thing? The ball's not bouncing your way? What do you attribute that to tonight?
I mean, I don't ever want to say the ball didn't bounce our way. To me, that's kind of a loser statement. I mean, yeah, I think it's an effort thing. I mean, we had 0 offensive rebounds up until maybe the last minute of the first half, which is absurd. So, Petty had 1 offensive rebound in the first half, and the rest of the team combined for 0. We had 7 as a team. Kendall Wall had 2 of them in the last minute and some change that he was in. So take away Kendall's 2, we had 5. Petty had 3. Herb and Shaq had 1 each. So all of our bigs combined for none. So it's a problem. Like we've got to get much better effort on the offensive boards. We got to get better effort on the defensive glass. To get out rebounded by 16, I think that's one of your big effort stats. Like, we've got to get better effort. I mean, that's the bottom line. Like if we don't get better effort tomorrow night, we're not gonna win tomorrow night. So they're gonna have to decide how bad they want to start winning, and how much it means to them. And if they do, we're gonna rebound the ball a little bit better.
We do have one more question. We'll go ahead and go to Cecil on here if I can find them. There we go. All right, Cecil, you should be good. Go ahead, Cecil.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yep, we're good.
Coach, obviously the 3-point shooting hadn't been good. Is that just that the offense isn't being run right? I mean, is it what do you attribute that to? Because you've said through the preseason that you've got shooters.
I think we do have shooters, and we've been making shots in practice. I think some guys get into the games and start to do things a little bit, revert back to some bad habits. I think our shot selection needs to improve. Some of it's guys getting comfortable in the offense, but we've had a lot of practice. I mean, this is not like, Stanford hasn't been able to practice nearly as much as we have. So whatever excuses anybody wants to use for not practicing, not playing games, like to me, those are excuses. They're not valid reasons. We've had enough practice where guys should know what a quality shot is and what one isn't. I mean, I don't think we're getting enough quality shots right now, to be honest with you. So, some we are just missing some open shots, and guys got to be ready to shoot and knock them in. But, if we had 29 great shots, I think we'd made a lot more than 7. It'd be closer to 12, 13, 14, I would think, if they were all quality shots. So we're gonna have to get better shots. You know, part of our problem too was we didn't finish our laps at the rim. I mean, you know, if we could convert at the rim, you know, I don't know how many laps we missed. I don't have those stats sitting in front of me, but our at the rim finishing was bad tonight. You know, and some of those maybe should have got sprayed out for some open kick out threes, and maybe then your 3-point percentage goes up because you're taking better shots. But sometimes we just got to make a shot, show a little toughness, and, you know, put our shoulder under a guy. I mean, they didn't have any problem finishing at the rim tonight. They did a pretty good job. So we've got some work to do here. I think we've got the players to where we can be good, but obviously not a good opening night here in Maui.
All right, thank you, Coach.